Hawaii was hit by 3 back-to-back storms over the course of a month, causing the worst flooding in over 2 decades. As the first Kona Low storm made landfall on Oahu, the Hawaiʻi National Guard was already at work, activating about 90 soldiers and airmen and embedding them in every county's emergency operations center. Closely monitoring the situation, we notified personnel and worked closely with local and state emergency management agencies to respond to any potential scenario. Guardsmen readied emergency vehicles, included high water rescue vehicles and medical evacuation helicopters, monitored critical dam infrastructure, and manned traffic control points to protect and guide the public around flood-affected road closures. A week later, a second storm made landfall, increasing flooding and damages. The Hawaiʻi National Guard doubled its force to nearly 200 soldiers and airmen. Guardsmen and active duty Army and the Coast Guard were sent to Waialua, Waianae, and Haleiwa to aid with evacuations. Together with first responders, we went door to door, checking in with residents living in flood-risk neighborhoods. We made sure they were okay. The Guard relayed critical information on the status of several dams, including the Wahiwa Dam, to residents living downstream, informing them of evacuation notices and recommended routes for emergency shelters. We helped the community evacuate to safety, conducted numerous air and ground search and rescue missions, and responded to calls for assistance as the water levels rose. The water levels were rising faster than expected. The National Guard conducted hourly overnight monitoring of the water level at the Wahiwa Dam to ensure 24-hour safety, coverage, and additional inspections of the dam. From the beginning, the 93rd Chemical, Biological, Radiological, Nuclear, and Explosives Enhanced Response Force Package was sent into flooded farmlands and neighborhoods to answer calls for assistance. We trekked through the mud to reach those in need. On Oahu, the National Guard rescued a total of 138 people and even 3 canines. This included an air rescue where our Blackhawks made several trips to airlift 32 children, 15 adults, and 2 dogs from a youth camp in Waianae, who were trapped and isolated due to flood-damaged roads. Luckily, there was no reported loss of life, and our rescues made it possible for families to reunite safely. When the rain started to slow, our focus shifted from life-saving missions to delivering safe drinking water, assessing damages, and cleaning up debris and belongings ruined by the storm and floodwaters. We set up large 400 and 800 gallon potable water stations across flood-impacted areas. We walked door to door into the most damaged neighborhoods, speaking with residents who needed help. We passed QR codes to help residents report damages to the city and county as we assessed the situation and brought in more support. National Guard buses, trucks, and heavy machinery were sent into Waialua to aid with flood debris cleanup, clearing away mud from roads and properties, and hauling trash loads to dump sites across the city. We helped residents carry their memories and livelihoods that the floods had swept away. Wrecked washing machines and mud-soaked furniture, brown carpets, damp wood, and rusty metal. With shovels, we went into yards and under houses to fill buckets and wheelbarrows with mud. We hauled over 3,700 cubic yards of debris, assisting residents with the long process of recovery. Hand in hand with volunteers, the National Guard worked to assist communities with flood restoration efforts and restore a sense of normalcy. But the storms were not over. In April 2026, 2 weeks after the back-to-back Kona Low storms hit Oahu, and when recovery efforts were in full swing, another storm rolled in. The Guard shifted back to life-saving response missions. We filled and distributed roughly 4,400 sandbags to residents living in flood-risk neighborhoods. We stationed numerous high-water rescue teams statewide and continued to closely monitor the water levels at several dams as the flood watch continued. As the floodwaters receded and as the state recovers from its worst flooding in decades, we continue to provide potable water to flood-impacted communities. The Guard distributed over 10,000 gallons of safe drinking water to those in need. The work is not done yet. As the third storm subsided, we returned to long-term recovery efforts. Hawaii is our home. Many of us are born and raised in Hawaii, and we're all honored to serve in the communities we live and work in. Each year, the Hawaiʻi National Guard works closely with local and state emergency management agencies and first responders to train and respond to emergency situations. When our communities are in need, we answer the call, and each year our commitment only grows stronger.